So I'm Jeremy Tillman, founder and CEO of TrainUp.com and KnowledgeFlo. And it's been an incredible journey these last 15 years since I started TrainUp.com and grown it into a national L&D service provider where we're providing great training solutions to companies all over. In fact, 60,000 companies have purchased training from us. And we've developed enterprise learning, performance, and talent management solutions. But unfortunately, I realized a few years ago, our systems were producing lagging, not leading indicators. And so I took a pause to really reevaluate that and reimagine. And the result of that is KnowledgeFlo. I can't wait to tell you about it. It's a 4-part platform that we think is really going to change the game when it comes to HR tech, analytics, and real-time performance. So let's dive into this. Each part of KnowledgeFlo is an actually individual piece where you can integrate with your existing systems. You don't need to replace anything. So we're looking at reimagining how you handle decisions in your company and make those more collaborative. Community, I mean, let's be honest, social hasn't always worked so well in business. What can we do to really build true community that makes impact? Talent flow is that next-gen talent process, and then training flow is really about continuous learning. If we think about how humans actually learn, and we analyze that with how we are approaching learning in corporate America, we realize through TrainUp and all the companies that we got to interact with that we are actually missing something. So first, we start with our proprietary feedback methodology. When we really surveyed HR directors, one of the things that we found out, and even employees, is that we have this very negative connotation when it comes to feedback. And we wanted to change that. So our methodology, you can give acknowledgments and encouragements. And they're pretty simple and straightforward. But if you leave an encouragement, you're actually required to leave feedback. So we think that's going to really work well as we play that out. The first part is talent flow, where we've really reimagined the process of giving and receiving feedback. The first thing we do is we wanted to allow employees and people to be able to give feedback in the flow of work. I mean, not just another thing to do. We can't wait for an annual review or a mid-year check-in or even a pulse survey to come out. We want to be able to give feedback anytime from anywhere for any reason. And talent flow allows that. It's micro feedback that should take seconds. And it can come from inside the organization, which is what we're used to, but also outside the organization. I mean, most of the time when we're delivering great work, our boss isn't there. Maybe a peer is there to give us feedback, but a lot of times we're in front of our customers and our clients. We allow those customers and clients to be able to give feedback right into talent flow, which feeds right into that person's talent profile. And they're able to benefit from that in real time. And you can imagine all the things you can do with this type of data. Often it uncovers a need for development or areas of expertise where you can contribute and mentor in that. And so that leads us to training flow. And training flow is that next-gen continuous learning process. As we analyze learning in corporate America, we realize that we are creating learning silos. I mean, when you start an e-learning course, your company knows that you started, you finished, and what your score was. But likely, you don't know how that course impacted anyone else in the organization. Training flow, really we built community around content so that we can learn together. Because information alone is not enough to produce change. And community flow is really built to tackle critical business challenge and build niche knowledge communities that solve a critical business challenge. It gives people a reason and a connection to really get together and collaborate in one unique place for a very distinctive purpose. And finally, decision flow, which I'm super excited about, because when you inherit a team in a company, if you were to come to a company new, you don't just inherit the people, you inherit all the decisions that they made with very little insight into what decisions were made or why. Decision flow allows organizations to make better decisions by following a decision framework and process, but also you get to retain all the data, all the insights, and all the influences that led to that decision and be able to revisit it later. So again, KnowledgeFlo is coming soon, and we're super excited about it. Thank you.